Hello Internet, Brian here for Work to Game Videos, and today I would like to weigh in on a topic of DPS meters in the world of Final Fantasy XIV, and how I think that they're both helpful and could also be completely unnecessary, at least in terms of helping players know where they fall on any particular content. I proposed this idea on an episode of Aetheryte Radio not long ago, and it still holds true for me today, and I think that rather than meters specifically, that we really just need end of PvE content statistics. But I really don't care to actually see how others are doing. I just want to know how I did. So playing junior developer for just a little bit, we need to gamify the process a bit. That's why I think that whenever a dungeon boss is defeated, players' stats should be compiled and returned to the user as a rank and score for participation in that particular dungeon. Each job would be rated based off of their job role, so it wouldn't just be about pure DPS, but how well you actually played your part. Now, let me throw up a mock-up screen of something of what I was thinking this would look like, and let me break it kind of down points-wise by role. So, thinking in tanks, positive points could be generated by hate generation, damage dealt, damage mitigation, aka blocked or reduced or parried, any particular AoEs avoided, avoiding unnecessary damage. Negative points could be lost by hate lost and an enemy go and attack someone else after that you already had the hate. AoEs that hit you, who knows, like any other particular types of things that could be counted as negative towards the tank. So very interested also in y'all's thoughts regarding these points. All right, so healers are next. Positive points, healing done, damage dealt, AoEs avoided, party buffs applied, damage mitigation via shields, so like Stone Skin or Eloquium, and then bonuses if no party member dies during the run. Negative points for healer could be considered like a multiplier towards party death. Party members who return rather than getting raised. If the prime target of hate, the amount of time spent as the primary target of that hate would be reducing your score. DPS, positive side, obviously damage dealt, damage avoided getting out of AoE, buffs that increase your damage output, party buffs that applied, damage mitigated if taken, negative points, damage received, obviously when avoidable, death, and if the prime target of hate, much like the healer, the amount of time spent as the primary target, as long as the tank is obviously alive in both cases. So here's just an idea about how points would work by your role type. After the dungeon is completed, they would see your rank and you would see a stats breakdown. You would then also see your score compared to the average based off of the job that you were playing, and look at your job across maybe your data center. I think that'd be pretty sweet. And obviously where you fall against other members on the data center. Are you in the top 10%, top 20%, or do you fall on the lower end of the spectrum? What I feel this type of system would do would be to help educate players on their role, as well as have them ask the questions, how can I get better? Okay, so obviously on the negative side of things, any system that ranks players could be easily used for abuse, and rather than bring a party together, it could then tear them apart. So because of this, I'd like to think of a few things that help potentially solve this issue. 1. Only a preformed party, full or light, would be required for scoring. This would prevent somebody from rouletting into a bunch of new players and feel that their goal of setting the world record on Sastasha is going to be tarnished. So this could be evaluated later to see if it should be opened up to everyone. The system wouldn't unlock until a player unlocks jobs. This would only be for jobs. No classes would be ranked here. No rewards, at least to start. If then introduced, they'd be watched closely and monitored to make sure there isn't any abuse. Ranks are broken up into month-long seasons, so that if you didn't get the highest score this month, you can always try for next. You only see your personal scores, though, at the end of any content. So number 5 would be that you wouldn't see your party's scores, just your own. And if you want to share it, then you absolutely can. You can take a screenshot and send it to them if you want. And of course, all these could be evaluated individually. If you have any additional ways that we could avoid issues, I'd be happy to hear them and discuss. Anyway, I think this type of system would serve as really a counterweight for the need of having DPS meters, because it tracks more information than just your damage output. Having a rank displayed for you at the end of each PvE content gamifies the process a bit more and makes it fun to compete against yourself. Adding seasons and ranks opens up the older content for a little bit more friendly competition. They are doing something like this for the Palace of the Dead. I hope that it is successful and goes actually beyond Palace of the Dead and into the game as a whole. Even if the system was added in a few PvE contents with each update, I think it would be exciting and refreshing. Anyway, what are your thoughts? How would you score the different roles? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we're working on several videos as well as a few other surprises, so we really hope you enjoy them as much as we've been having fun making them. Anyway, this was Brian for Work to Game Videos. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day.